What's going on, folks, and welcome in to another Out of Your Falcon Mind All22 review. My name is John. If you don't know who I am one half of Out of Your Falcon Mind. My partner and I might put on a couple of live shows every week during the season, Mondays and Thursdays. Hopefully you can come by, check out a show, get in a chat. I know things aren't going great right now, but we're still talking about it, still trying to have some fun with it. We play some games, we keep it light. We still keep it real, but we have to make the best of it in this type of situation, right? We all got to stick together. We're all Falcons fans. We're all dealing with this shit together. So it is what it is. But really hope you guys enjoy the content. If you're here, like the video for me, it'd be awesome, and subscribe. That'd be even better. And we can keep our channel growing and just keep the content flowing. Even during the off season, guys, we'll be doing draft profiles and free agency talk, and we keep the shows going year round. So it's nonstop Falcons year round. I know it's crazy. I mean, we're kind of out of our Falcon minds, to be honest, for doing that year round. But we do it, we enjoy it, and we really appreciate the support. So glad you're here. Now, on to business. I've got my Starbucks large venti, whatever you want to call it, coffee, because man, this game was tough to get through. Obviously, y'all saw it. It was just a shit show of like epic proportion. I did not really do the defense again because the offense scored 7 points. So we all wanted to see why did that happen. The defense definitely could have made the stop on the last drive. We talked about it on our last show, but they allowed 9 points the entire game. So you think your offense should be able to score more than 7, especially with the guys that you've amassed on offense. Now, we'll talk about the reasons after you watch the 22 here, the review, and in kind of the recap session. But it's shorter. It's probably about 15 or 16 plays. I did highlight one defensive play. I had to shout out Zach Harrison, man, for his first career sack. Had a really good game too. But the rest are offensive plays, and I wasn't going to. It's not overkill. I didn't want to. At some point, it's just okay. Another failed run. Okay, that pass didn't work, and it's just. I mean, I showed several of those and kind of reasons why probably they did not work. It's not a lot of good came out of this game, as we all know, right? So this was a tough one to do. But anyway, hope you enjoy. It's not the right word. Well, here it is for you to watch. And we will talk about it when we're done. All right, so this is the one and only defensive play that I did. And as you can see on the screen, it says Zach sack. He should probably get a deal with Zachary's or something. Anyway, you will see Zach Harrison's first sack of his career in this one. The dude had a hell of a game, and seeing him get better every week has been awesome. The way they kind of brought him along, having Calais, I'm sure, and Anyamata and Bud and Lorenzo, all those guys that bring him along has been great. So well, let's let it play. You'll see Zach coming off the edge here. He's actually going to drop back in coverage just for a few seconds, and he's going to see Bryce scramble and then head back. And you see it takes a good angle and good speed, man. I mean, Bryce is not slow. So pretty damn solid. Then we'll see it here from the end zone shot. Again, kind of fades out of your picture, and then you'll see him just take off, and good tackle. Let's go. Good boy, Zach. More to come, man. All right, so on this play, you're going to see CP with the run to the left. The problem is that Brian Burns is going to be not blocked at all. So I guess that wasn't a priority for some reason. And Tucker Fisk doesn't do the best of jobs with 48 here. He's going to get into the play as well. But this is just one of the reasons that the run game wasn't working as well and hasn't worked as well kind of all year long. And it's been good in games, but overall from last year, obviously it's taken a step back. But you're gonna see kind of why. And like I said, this was another run to the left because this guy, and this guy are all backups. As we knew, we were missing our center, right guard, and right tackle in this game. And it showed in the amount of times that we ran left. But here we go. Roll the play. Yep, Burns will come right through. 48's coming up, making the hit. And just not ideal, right? Again, so we'll kind of pause it here. You see 48 just kind of whiffs right inside Fisk. He doesn't even really affect him. But again, if you're not going to touch Burns, then play's kind of dead to begin with, right? So, yeah. Okay, so this is 3rd down, and we just need a few yards, and we're going to pitch it left to Bijan, and yeah, he gets stopped. So some of these, like, I don't love throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage whenever you're trying just to get a yard or two, especially when we got a couple of guys that may be better. This is another case of maybe just thinking too much here. Not blocked well. Frankie Louvu comes over. I mean, you watch it again from the end zone. I mean, just watch the entire defense.
Why, God, why?
They see it coming. Louvu read it the whole way. So, yeah, just not great. And this is the very next play. It's the 4th down play. And this is what you're going to call up. You're going to call a damn handoff to Bijan to the left again. I don't know, man. There was more issues with the play calling this game than I've had in most games, and this is just one of them. This is bad, man. I mean, why would you, when you're not getting hardly any penetration so far with your line, and you're going to run with the guy who, let's be honest, of Tyler and CP is going to get the less push anyway. I mean, what are we doing here? It's just frustrating. I mean, you got to have this. This is what you come up with. This is what you have. This is what you're going to call when you got to have it. You know, I mean, we could have possibly kicked a field goal there. I've been a long one for Koo in nasty weather, so I don't hate going for it. But just maybe call a better play, man. Like, man. Okay, so this is going to be a pass play, but this is going to be, I think, in the second possession. Yes, in the second possession. It's play action. He might have Jefferson here, possibly the check down, but another issue is going to be again that 0 here, Mr. Brian Burns, is, as you can see on the screen, not going to be blocked. So that creates a problem. We'll let it play. He's just kind of waiting, like, oh, okay, right on. Let me come up here. So let's move it back a little bit. All right, so let's pause it here. All right, so if he wants to, and yes, it's going to be a tough throw, but you've got Jefferson here, dude screaming here. You're going to have to get it in between the linebackers, over the linebacker, and by that means you also have Johnny right here if you want to get rid of it. You got to do it now because obviously, again, Burns wasn't touched, so he's about to bear down on you. But it's just at that point he's cutting back inside because I guess he just couldn't pull the trigger quick enough, or just didn't work. But you can see it here from the end zone shot. Again, play action, which we did a ton of, and just kind of, and you can watch the top of your screen. You'll see Jefferson come across right here. So as you can see, I mean, you know, there is an opportunity, and the other linebacker who's not in the screen is just off the screen. You can't see here, but he'll come, well, doesn't even come into the screen yet. But so there was a chance, but not taken, you know, for better or for worse. Who knows what would have happened if it was thrown? I mean, let's be honest. All right, so this is also in the second possession. We only had three offensive plays. We were 3 and out. But this is going to be a play action again. 2-man route, nothing's open, and Burns damn near picks a check down because I'm going to assume he's seen this before, just like we all have. So let's let it play, and then we'll go back and check it out. So you can see Smith go in motion, play action to Bijan, and look downfield. There's 2 guys and absolutely nowhere to throw the ball. Haven't seen this before. This is new. What the hell? And then Burns just chilling over here, about to take that check down to Bijan because that's his only other option that he has. So we'll look at it from the end zone, and again, nothing there. And then Dez just kind of turns and throws, and I mean, had it been I don't even know. Let's look at it from the other shot here. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't even a good ball. If that was a better ball, he might have intercepted it. Maybe we're lucky it was a bad ball. go. He's just waiting. Every week. We see this every week. And this is the issue when it comes to play calling, that you know, it gets just old, man. Like, and it's predictable. Teams see it. We keep running it. So I can't for the life of me figure out why you keep doing it. But you know, here we are. Okay, this will be our third possession, and this is going to be the fourth play of the drive. We started off with 3 runs, 2 left to Tyler, 1 at the middle to Tyler, and then this one's going to be a run for CP. It's going to be a loss of yards, and again, it's just going to kind of highlight some of the issues we had with running the ball, just in general. And Tyler had the most success, but my God, man. And wait till you see this from the end zone shot, because it's bad, man. Kyle Hinton, this is not a good look for you, buddy. He's going to be, let's just pause it. Kyle's lined up right here, and this is the biggest whiff you're going to see. Derek Brown, elite player, but man, oh God. So this is why they didn't run right a whole lot this game. Goodness, never had a chance. Need you back, Chris. Okay, so this is our 5th possession because our 4th possession was 3 and out. It was a fumbled snap, run left for minimal gain, and then run up the middle. They got stuffed. So on to the 5th possession. This is the last play in our 5th possession, and it's a shot that we take to Jefferson on the sideline. And I don't mind it. That's actually a good decision. It was really close to working if it was just a little bit better throw, but just not quite there. So you'll see Jefferson lined up at the top of your screen right here in the middle. He's going to take off. Good anticipation. Good. Almost. Just so damn close. That would have been a nice one to connect on, but we did not. And I will show you the end zone. You can see Jefferson here at the top. You see good pocket. Not really a ton of rush there. Got time to step into it. Just a little bit off. All right, so this is the highlight of the game right here for us. As far as big play type, it was the only big play of the game, for that matter. But good design. Love to see more of this type of stuff. And this is where, you like art, but it's just too few and far between. So you'll see Jonnu hang out right here. He's going to just kind of fake like he's blocking, and he's going to get leaked out, and they're going to forget about him, and it's too late by the time he realizes it. But and then a hell of a throw by Desmond as well. So let it play. You'll see come up, a little bit of a fake block, and then, too late. Ball's put on the money. And Jonnu's got them wheels, buddy. He's a big dude. He's got them wheels. And almost enough to beat him to the end zone. Luckily, we scored on this drive because this was the only drive that we scored on here in our 6th possession of the game. But again, you can see from the end zone shot, good throw. Good enough to catch. Just got tripped up. Okay, so this is going to be a run play for Tyler. And if y'all remember early in Tyler's career last year, one thing he did a lot was his vision wasn't the best. So sometimes he would just kind of run straight into the blockers and don't always see the open hole or find the open part of the field. This is kind of what happened on this play. He does have an opportunity to cut the ball back here, but just doesn't see it. This could have been a hell of a lot better gain than what ended up happening. And you'll get a better view of it from the end zone shot, but we'll let it play. Maybe Bijan sees this and makes that cut, but again, Tyler was running the ball better as a whole during this game. I mean, Bijan still needs more touches, even with the fumble, but Jesus. Anyway, all right, so you see Tyler lined up here, and I'm going to pause it right here. And I think he's already committed, but if he happens to just see this cut back here, he's got some yardage to get. But instead, he tries to split here, and that just closes up too quickly, and he's dead. And we can play it back in full speed here. And you can just keep your eye kind of on the right side of the screen here. There's going to be opportunity because Burns is jumping over people. He's not really got a lot of speed going yet. So definitely a chance for him to, like I said, cut it back, but just too late, and he'd already committed. Okay, so this is the play right after that run to Tyler here, and this is the 7th offensive possession. I don't think I mentioned that on the last play. So this is going to be a play action rollout. He's going to have Drake for a split second, it looks like, but he waits too long to throw it. And it's going to be an incomplete pass, but it could be, it's touchy. It's real in between. Like, I don't hate that he didn't throw it early, because maybe it would have been picked possibly, but I don't know. It's one of those in betweens, but initially it kind of really looks like it's there. You'll see Drake at the bottom of the screen here. It's a play action fake. Burns gets actually blocked this time. Ball's thrown kind of late, so we'll play it back here, and I'm gonna pause it when I think he possibly could have thrown it. Okay, so that's even a little bit later. So Drake just hit his break maybe a second before this. Defender's chasing, but his back's turned. So if the ball is cut and released somewhere, in this vicinity, some air under it, maybe he gives Drake a chance here. Like I said, maybe dude here undercuts it because he's hauling ass too. But we can look at it again. Maybe I can pause it in a little bit better spot here. But this is one of those in betweens. Like Drake's out of his cut right here. If Dez is really on it, release the ball out here, because 8's got his, like I said, he's got his back turned, and safety's too far off to affect the play at the moment. So, but it's one of those kind of kind of a tweener, I guess you could say. Like I said before, who knows if he throws the ball early, what's going to happen? But maybe a better opportunity. Not much else, and you could argue that maybe even McCole Pruitt coming across the middle here was an option. You'll see 85 right here, and he's not looking that way. He's looking Drake the entire way. But yeah, that's a possibility. He could have hit McCole right there for sure. But same old story. All right, so this is the very next play in this drive, and he comes back from that miss and makes a good throw here to Pitts, and another play action. And Pitts is lined up here, top of your screen, in line for once. Not too many times is he there, but let's see the play action to Bijan. Make the cut toward the sideline. Good ball. One of the few positives we had during the day. And maybe this is just how Pitts moves now. I don't know. It just doesn't look super fast and explosive, but I mean, I guess he got the job done here, but maybe that's just me. Who knows? But what the hell? That was one of the, like I said, a few bright spots. Okay, so this is going to be on our 8th possession, and this is supposed to be looks like a screen to CP, but Burns is going to abuse McCole Pruitt here. He's not through it quickly, too quickly for CP. He's not ready for it, and the play goes nowhere. So again, Brian Burns just wrecking havoc on us today. You'll see him lined up bottom of your screen, and just right on through. And I think McCole even tries to hold him a little bit and doesn't quite get there. And you'll see it even better from the what was that? Was that like a karate, or what kind of move was that here at the end by Burns? This little shake, shimmy, kick, punch, chop. I don't even know what the hell that is. But anyway, it'd be so nice to have this man on our team next year. God damn. All right, so here we go. Zero's lined up right here. And, ooh, right through. He's like, no, too late. Okay, so this is in our last possession of the game, and he's going to have Scotty Miller deep here if he lets it just ride. Ends up throwing it away, and you'll see how this plays out, and I will play it back. You'll see Scotty lined up at the top of your screen here in the slot, and we'll let it go, and he's got him if he puts a good ball, but doesn't let it go. So we'll pause it. Scotty's a fast guy, and he's probably the fastest guy on the field right now. So put it down here, let him run under it, away from the safety. I don't think 25 is going to catch up there. Again, you got the room. I mean, the ball should have been out by now if you're going to throw it anyway, but just saying, it was possibly there, but nothing else was really there. And in fact, if you look at the London down here, and I believe that's Jefferson at the top, nothing. Like, he's running through over to Jefferson, so kind of into coverage, and then they're kind of there. I don't know. I don't know. But the ball's thrown away at that point anyway. So, good times. Okay, so this is also a pass play. And it's going to come to Kyle at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be defended. Maybe there's a chance to hit Drake here. It would have been a touchy pass. I don't hate the decision to go to Kyle here. Just maybe it was thrown kind of late. And honestly, I don't know if Kyle is supposed to just cut this route and flatten it. If he is, he doesn't do a very good job of it. He kind of fades toward the defender instead of cutting it flat, and maybe even coming back toward the quarterback or back toward the ball a little bit to help his quarterback out. Tyler's going to squeak out, but it's going to be kind of late in the play for it to even make a difference. So we'll let it play, and I'll come back and pause it in a few spots here, and we can talk about what we see. Play action to Tyler. I think he takes a look at Drake and then comes back left. And by that time, like I said, maybe a little late, but so let's look at this. First of all, let's look at Drake at the top of the screen. So I'm going to pause it here. He's maybe got a pocket here. It's a dangerous throw. You can make sure you got to get it over these guys. It's got to be enough air. Your top quarterbacks can do that. So maybe I don't necessarily trust Desmond to throw that ball, but it could have been there. And even maybe if you put it out here some, away from the defender and maybe that's too far right there in the middle of the hashes, but well, maybe not. Depends on when he threw it. But regardless, you know what I'm saying. All right, so Pitts is in his break right here, and I'll actually go back. You see, kind of fades toward the corner there. It doesn't help at all. So we'll play it back again. He's gonna cut. So if he cuts and maybe runs right down the 40, maybe this is a completion. But he kind of like I said, fades it back into the DB. And I'm not a wide receivers coach or a tight ends coach, but I have heard several wide receivers get yelled at for not doing that. So who knows? But regardless, just another missed opportunity. And this is our last offensive play of the game, and we know what it is, that fateful decision that probably cost Desmond his job here. So if you'll look, watching this back, this looks like it's supposed to be a screen to Bijan at the top of the screen if you kind of watch how the offensive linemen react. Issue is Derek Brown, number 95, right here, is going to blow the hell out of this play. He's just going to blow Kyle Hinton up. I know it's crazy, and get some penetration. And then, which also, homeboy here is not going to be touched either. So that kind of makes the play even tougher, forcing Dez to roll out. We know what happens from there. So let's let it play out. And I will actually pause it here in a second. So Bijan back in motion. As you can see, he's already blown this shit up, and this man's already coming screaming off the corner at Dez. But as you can kind of tell here, if you let this kind of go, these guys are setting up out here. Bijan's out here looking for it, but it's way too damn late. And now the ball goes to the guy wearing black, which is unfortunate for all Falcons fans. So let's play it back again. And that was a play before Shottettle blew it. Okay, there we go. Bijan in motion. It's just too like he can't even look that way because it's dead in the water already. And then we're going to come here. He's cocked back, ready to throw. Maybe this is the best decision. I don't know if he can even contort his body to throw it there. Drake kind of stops on the route because he sees all this mess over here. I don't blame him, I guess. Just bad, man. Like, and then I don't know. I honestly have no idea where that ball is supposed to go to, because I mean, the angle of his body was weird, but I don't know. Is it supposed to go to Pitts? Because if it was, that was missed horribly. If it cannot be CP or London, it couldn't have possibly been the targets, right? I mean, I don't know. I just don't know what possessed him to throw this damn ball, man. Oh, all right. So we'll watch it from the end zone. And again, you'll see 95 there. Just shove the man. And he hits Hodge on the way.
And you'll see 98 is already screaming off the corner here. But like I said, the offensive linemen, and I could be wrong on this, but the guys, they kind of go out like they're setting up. And then, all right, so we see Dez looking down. I'm pretty sure he probably sees Drake. And maybe he thinks Drake's going to keep running. I don't know. But the way he threw that ball off balance, and that was 10 yards from Drake. I don't know, man. Just bad. I can't even try to explain it. Just bad. But those are decisions that, yeah, that's going to cost you your job, bud. I mean, I hate to say it, but let's look at this one more time, because like I said, the way Bijan is looking for the ball, it just looks like that was, and the way they were setting up, yeah, man, that's probably what that was supposed to be. It's just blocked terribly, and again, couldn't do anything about that other than block better and trying to let a free runner come at your quarterback. But at the tail end of it, though, you'll see Kyle up here, and Drake just kind of like, I think, yeah, look at that. So Drake kind of realizes, oh shit, I'm in the same spot as Kyle. I know this is crazy. I know y'all never seen that before either. That's just nuts. But he's like, oh man, let me back off here. And I think he was trying to make a better target for Dez, which clearly it was. Again, I just don't know if biomechanically Dez could have forced his body to throw it that direction. Maybe that's what he was thinking in his mind, but his body just did otherwise. I don't know, but whatever. I'm done analyzing this play. But guys, that was the last one for this 22 breakdown. So sorry to end it on a crappy note, but this game was a shit show, as we saw anyway. So it's only fitting that it end this way. So
told y'all, man, that was a rough one to do. So there was just not a lot of good. That Jonnu pass was like the only good highlight of it, other than scoring the touchdown, the one touchdown that we had. That was it. But hey, let's just recap it, and we'll move on. So the offensive line, clearly not having Dahlman or Lindstrom or McGarry hurt bad. I counted, and I could be wrong, but I think 16 runs to the left and only 4 to the right. And 5, I think, up the middle. And typically our success is to the right. That you're behind Lindstrom, who's one of the best guards in the league, and then and McGarry, who honestly is one of the better run blocking right tackles in the league. And we've given him plenty of shit for his pass protection, but he's a good run blocker. And they're just out there normally just throwing dudes and paving the way, and this wasn't there. That this game, Kyle Hinton and Storm were having issues. And yeah, and also I understand Derek Brown, Brian Burns. I get that too. But again, those guys, as y'all could see from the video, Kyle and Storm and Ryan Newsel were not quite equipped, and even McCole Pruitt, to deal with those guys as well as our starters would be. And that makes sense. They're starters for a reason. But either way, that obviously contributed to the loss because we couldn't run the ball really successfully the entire game. Tyler had the most success of the 3 backs. Still wasn't great success, but it was better than the other 2. Bijan had a couple of decent runs. Of course, had that fumble that really cost us in the second half. Hopefully, that's got to get cleaned up one way or the other. And, CP, a couple of runs, didn't really go anywhere. The one that y'all saw got blown up in the backfield by Derek Brown and company. Looked like the entire defensive line had a party back there. But that was a big factor. So that puts a lot of it on the quarterback. And we've seen, Desmond he's not there yet, and that combined with some of the play calling from Art, this was probably the biggest, this was the game that I had the most issue with some of his play calls than all the previous ones that I've done. Because trust me, you can pick out plays in those other ones I've done that are like, what? But not necessarily ones that would cost. Normally the ones that have been really bad, it's on the quarterback or it's on the players not making a play. Or not executing the play the way it should be executed. That's what's cost us more than Art's play calling, if you want to just be honest here, on the ones I've done since the Arizona game. But this one was, you could argue, clearly Dez's interception at the end cost us the game. But, the 3rd and 2 toss early in the game to Bijan, then to run it again on 4th and 2 with Bijan, dude, why? Like, you got Tyler who literally almost falls forward every single time. Even if he's getting game tackled, he doesn't even want to go down. So if you're going to run it on 4th and 2, maybe run it with him. You know, and that goes back to the overthinking shit, man. Like, I just, and the fact, I mean, if you're going to, that's it though. That's my point. Like, that's the play you picked. Like, you have no confidence in your quarterback whatsoever. If you're going to 4th and 2, you know, it's just, that was frustrating. And then we ran it again later in the game, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 11, just kind of like giving up, just like, yeah, we'll just play this field position and hopefully, you know, we'll score just enough to win. And that's bullshit, man. I mean, that's frustrating as hell to watch. So, and the interception at the end of the game, as y'all saw, I played that back several times trying to figure out what was going on there. And I just couldn't. I mean, it's just as he said, trying to make too much of it and trying to do too much, clearly. And you just can't throw the ball, man. You just cannot throw the damn ball. And it cost him his job. So, you know, like I said, overall, like I said, I didn't want to just, like I said, the intro, just dump and throw 30 plays of just garbage, because y'all ain't going to watch that. I don't want to do that. So I showed just enough to kind of give you an idea of just why things went wrong, but it was definitely a combination, execution, play calling, you know, call it what you will. Everybody's got their opinion on it, whether it's more Dez, more. I've got my own opinion. I'll talk about it on the show on Thursday. Because, like I said, Dez is benched now. We've got Taylor back again. Hopefully Taylor does better than the 2 games that he started, because those were terrible as well. I mean, terrible. So hopefully that's better. We somehow could pull these 3 games out of, you know, and I don't know, make a run at it. I know a lot of folks don't even want to do that. A lot of folks just want to call it a day so they can be done with art and move on. I have a hard time. Like, I still want to win. It's a tough thing as a fan, you know. I still want to always go out there and rumble and win. But I understand the sentiment, you know. I understand. Trust me. It's tough. It's tough. But anyway, hope you guys. Again, I don't know if you could say really enjoyed it, but I really do appreciate you guys for watching it. And again, continuing to support these All22s that I do, because it does take some time. But like I said, I do enjoy doing it. Feel free to comment. Like I said, I don't claim to be right on any of my reviews. It's just what I'm seeing. And like I said, I could easily be wrong. Don't mind it if I am. I'll be wrong again. It's not a big deal. But hey, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Come by Mondays and Thursdays for a show. Talk about the Falcons, man. It's a therapy session. You can get your feelings out. We'll talk about it. We can have some fun with us and laugh. And we all do it together, man. So again, if you're here, like the video for me, man. Subscribe to the channel. Come back and see us. Much appreciation, guys. Y'all have a great rest of your week. And if I don't see you, or if you're not here for a live on Thursday, y'all have a very, very, very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Hope you have a wonderful time, and we'll catch y'all soon. Much love. Peace.